Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I am Lord Spinkingham, and today I have for you some new storyline info for zombies and my possible solution for what it is. Now, as you can see over on Twitter, Call of Duty have released a new bio for Shadows of Evil, and it states, as for newly cursed souls banded together to defy the undead horrors of Morgue City, Richtofen began to set his grand plans in motion. Armed with the knowledge gained from the Kronorium, Richtofen entered the dimension with a singular goal: to secure the summoning key from the possession of the Keepers. Now, the key word here, as I said, is Kronorium. Nobody has seen this word before in the zombie storyline, and I'm here today to show you what I believe it is. Now, I'm going to say it straight away, I think it is the book, the Necronomicon that we see in Der Eisendrache. Now, the Necronomicon was a book of the lore of the dead, and it was created by H.P. Lovecraft in his Cthulhu storyline that he wrote back in the early 1900s. Now, we all know that Call of Duty zombies have taken the Cthulhu story and mixed it in with their own storyline very, very closely. Like, we can see it obviously within the zombie storyline, there's no doubt in that. I have an entire video on what the book of the Necronomicon actually is. I'll put a link in the description below so you can go see it. But my proof for this, guys, is basically he's talking about knowledge that he got from the Kronorium. Now, that sounds like a singular object to me, and what do we have in zombies that contains a ridiculous amount of knowledge? We have the Necronomicon. This book that you can see on screen at the moment is the very same thing that I believe the Kronorium is. Now, the Necronomicon, it has images on all of the lore of the dead, it has artifacts, swords, everything in it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Richtofen has read this book, because we know it's on Der Eisendrache. We see it in at least 3 different places, and that obviously shows that Richtofen has read this book. Richtofen was at Der Eisendrache before we all revisited it. We know this from his conversations with Dr. Groff, so we know he's already read this book. So it makes sense that he's gotten all of this knowledge on all of these artifacts from the Necronomicon. And obviously, Call of Duty have changed the name to the Kronorium. Sounds a little bit similar if you ask me, because they take their own ideas and they change it up, guys. They don't just call it the same thing, they mix it up, they put their own names on it, they change the style of the creatures, but they have taken a lot of these concepts from H.P. Lovecraft's story to do with the Cthulhu. And that is it, guys. That is my theory on what the Kronorium is, and I believe it is the Necronomicon. The Necronomicon is a book of knowledge based on all of these artifacts and monsters, and somehow Richtofen has this knowledge at a place he's already been to. To me, this is almost common sense, but it is still theory at the moment, guys. But other than that, I'll leave you to it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have an awesome day.